So for more on this developing situation, we now welcome to studio Turkey expert Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak from the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Thank you so much again for being here in studio. So a complex situation is the way Naftali Bennett is describing this. We were in studio together on the day the story broke. We discussed the fact that the mainstream media at the time in Turkey weren't even covering it.
Yes.
It's several days later. The situation is still unfolding. What is your take on what's been going on in the last few days?
Well, on that particular day when we were here together, we basically thought together out loud, and we hoped that we would hear the release of the Israeli couple. But unlike what we hoped, unfortunately, we found out that the Israeli couple remained under custody and later they were arrested. And from my perspective, unfortunately, this is taking us, all of these developments are taking us to a very unwanted situation, which may lead to another hostage crisis. I'm calling this a hostage crisis because, unfortunately, we have two important examples from the recent history. In 2017 and in 2018, there were two important cases. In 2017, we had a Turkish-German journalist called Deniz Yücel, and in 2018, we had Pastor Andrew Brunson. Both of them were in Turkish prison, and they were all accused with several charges, and in both of the cases the German government and the American government had to intervene, and the relationship between these two states, Turkey, Germany, and Turkey, United States, have deteriorated in a very significant way. And I'm very curious, and I'm very much disturbed from this probability that also the bilateral relations between Israel and Turkey may also deteriorate in this kind of a manner. We may see if the charges, we're going to see in the court, there will be a trial if the couple will not be released. So the state of Israel will find itself in a very complex situation, and we may see what will be done in order to have them released from there.
As you say, this kind of situation, you're calling it a hostage situation,
yes,
has happened with different circumstances in the past.
Yes.
Talk us through your take on what Israel should be doing right now. It is adamant that these are two holidaymakers who were taking photographs they perhaps should not have been taken, but nothing more than that. What should they be doing?
Okay, first of all, until now, I'm seeing that the Israeli government is behaving in a really good, they adopted a very good strategy, and they are doing everything through our consulate and embassy in Ankara and in Istanbul. From my perspective, until we're going to find out the final decision of the court in 19 days, we should basically remain, in a patient way. We have to wait and let the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs people to work in order to deliver the release. And besides that, Israel should also be prepared for the worst case scenario. In case that these people will not be released, then we have to prepare a plan B. What can be a plan B? We have to maybe talk with our American friends or with our German friends who already experienced the same kind of incidents. In the German case, the Germans, in order to free Deniz Yücel, they had to cancel the sanctions that they imposed on Turkey. In the case of America, Donald Trump threatened Turkey's economy, and as a result, Mr. Erdogan had to release Pastor Brunson. I don't know if such a strategy can be also implemented for the Turkish case. We already know that the American and Turkish relations are very tense due to the detention of Osman Kavala. Only 2 weeks ago, approximately, Erdogan almost declared the U.S. ambassador in Ankara persona non grata. So this is another important friction between the Turkish government and the West. I'm seeing Israel as a member of the West, and this is very much, disturbing.
Well, you certainly are painting a very disturbing situation. We obviously are going to be following to see not only what happens in court, but also, as you've described so well, relations between Ankara and Jerusalem and how they are impacted by this incident. Thank you, as always, Turkey expert Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak from the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Thank you for being here.